Imagine what I want to tell you. The solution to almost every challenge a person faces can be found in lessons from over 2 millennia ago. Do you believe that? Welcome back to our Stoic King YouTube channel, where we are not only exploring mysterious philosophy but also discovering life-changing secrets. In this journey, we will uncover 10 Stoic lessons, eternal truths that many people often realize very late in life. These lessons are not just pure philosophical concepts, they are practical tools to face life's toughest challenges, from controlling emotions to gracefully confronting change, from understanding the true nature of success to finding inner peace. Each lesson has its own unique value. I challenge you to stay with us until the end because each lesson we share carries equal weight, and in the end, perhaps it can bring surprises and transformation to all of us. Do you know that we may have missed one or some lessons that could have the potential to change your perspective on everything? So, whether you are seeking answers, personal growth, or simply a new outlook on life, you have come to the right place. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell because you don't want to miss out on this exploration journey. Lesson 1: Acceptance of what you cannot control. Let's take a journey back in time for a moment to the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where the philosophy of Stoicism flourished. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understood that worrying about things beyond our control in life is futile. They taught us that while we cannot control the weather, stop the clock, or dictate the actions of others, we can govern our own reactions, thoughts, and decisions. Today, information and societal pressures constantly inundate our lives, making this lesson increasingly important. This lesson is about understanding what we can control and what we cannot. It's not just about gaining a little knowledge but also a skill that helps us thrive and succeed in life. So, how do we apply this classical philosophy to our modern lives? It starts with a simple yet profound shift in perspective. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, imagine putting it in a helium balloon and letting it float away into the sky. Practicing this mindset is not about giving up, it's about wisely using your energy. It's choosing to tend to your garden instead of trying to prevent the rain. Another example of applying Stoic philosophy in daily life is when you have a job interview coming up. The most important thing is that you've prepared well for it. However, on the day of the interview, you encounter a difficult situation, your car breaks down, and you need to arrive on time. You realize that you can't control the car breakdown, but you can control your reaction. Instead of becoming anxious and stressed, you take actions to control your emotions. You take deep breaths, play your favorite music in the car, and focus on how to ensure you're ready for the interview. As a result, you arrive at the interview with a calm and focused mindset, turning the initially tense situation into a moment of self-control and tranquility. This helps you feel confident and succeed in the interview despite an unforeseen setback. The spirit of Stoic philosophy teaches us that by focusing on what's within our control and letting go of the rest, we can live a peaceful and prosperous life. It's a timeless lesson that can guide us through the complexities of the modern world. Lesson 2: Living in the present. In reality, our present life brings many joyful experiences, and we can find peace. The important thing is how we learn this lesson, but many people only realize this after looking back and realizing they have missed out on many life experiences because they were not focused on the present. Classical Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius understood the rapid passing of time. They recognized that if we live too much in the past or are too preoccupied with the future, it's like trying to grasp water, it's entirely impossible. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about other people." These words carry more significance than ever in the modern world where life moves at a rapid pace, and our minds often wander elsewhere. But how can we practice this in our daily lives? It begins with concentration, fully engaging in what we are doing at that moment without distraction or judgment. It can be as simple as sipping your morning coffee, being fully immersed in a conversation, or feeling the sunlight on your skin. Imagine you are having dinner with your family at a restaurant on a special occasion. That dinner is prepared with great care, and you have the opportunity to enjoy delicious food and precious time with your family. If you don't focus on the present, and instead, your mind is dominated by worries about work tomorrow or thoughts about what happened in the past, you will miss those precious moments. You may have eaten without truly savoring the taste of the food, or you may have talked without really listening to what your family is saying. But if you practice presence, you will have a completely different experience. You will taste the flavor of the food, feel the warmth and happiness of the family conversation, and appreciate the time you have together. By being present, we give ourselves a precious gift, experiencing life as it unfolds with all its richness and beauty. It is in the moments of focus that we truly connect with the essence of existence, finding contentment, joy, and peace right here in the present moment. Lesson 3: Embracing Change. Many people view change with concern or resistance. Stoicism philosophy invites us to see it from a perspective of growth and opportunity. This classical philosophy teaches us that change is not only inevitable but also fertile ground from which new opportunities sprout. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca were no strangers to the constant tide of change. They observed how seasons change and how empires rise and fall. They understood that change is how the universe expresses its inherent flexibility. In Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, he reflects on how life is primarily shaped by our perception and reaction to change. Stoicism philosophy not only requires us to accept change, it invites us to welcome it as an old friend. Simultaneously, you need to understand that it carries the seeds of new development. In practical terms, embracing change means seeing every change in our lives, whether small or significant, as an opportunity to explore oneself and grow. Have you ever lost your job? If not, try to put yourself in the shoes of someone who has lost their job to better understand this lesson. Initially, you may feel very anxious and uncertain about your future career. But instead of succumbing to difficulties, you decide to view this as an opportunity. You have always dreamed of working in the field of art, but your previous job didn't allow you to pursue this passion. Now, with the job loss, you have the time and opportunity to pursue a career in art that you are truly passionate about. You start learning and developing your skills in this field, enroll in art courses, and create creative works. Eventually, you find joy and passion in your new job, and this change becomes an exciting opportunity for personal development and facing life with strength and flexibility. You have turned a job loss into an exciting opportunity for personal growth. Lesson 4: Managing Emotions. Emotional management is an important aspect of personal development and mental well-being. Contrary to popular beliefs, Stoicism does not recommend suppressing emotions. Instead, it offers valuable lessons in understanding and navigating our emotions effectively. This classical philosophy teaches us to recognize, understand, and guide our emotions in a positive way. Philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius had profound insights into the nature of human beings. They recognized that emotions are an essential part of our existence. However, they also understood the chaos that unmanaged emotions can cause in our lives. In today's fast-paced and stressful world, applying Stoic philosophy to manage emotions is not only a wise choice but also a necessity. It helps us react calmly and clearly to life's changes. So, how can we practice this philosophy in our daily lives to manage our emotions effectively? First, self-awareness. The journey begins with self-awareness. Recognize your emotions and give them names. Understand what is causing these emotions. This awareness is the first step in managing them. By identifying your emotional state, you gain the power to control it. Second, pause and reflect. Instead of reacting impulsively to emotional triggers, pause and take some time to reflect. Consider a response that aligns with your values and goals. This thoughtful approach allows you to respond with reason rather than being carried away by emotions. Third, tools for understanding. Stoicism provides various tools to help you deal with and understand your emotions. Techniques like deep breathing can help calm the mind and restore tranquility. Keeping a journal is another powerful tool that allows you to explore your emotions and collect information about emotional patterns. Additionally, engaging in open and sincere conversations with trusted individuals can provide valuable perspectives. By applying these principles to your daily life, you can develop an understanding of your emotions, the ability to control them, and the capacity to cope with life's challenges in a composed and confident manner. Stoicism helps us realize that emotions are a natural part of being human, and the key is not to reject them but to intelligently direct and manage them so that they do not negatively impact our lives. Lesson 5: The Importance of Personal Responsibility. Stoicism, a philosophy that has existed through the ages, imparts a profound lesson that many of us only fully grasp later in life. While we may not control every aspect of life, we are entirely responsible for our actions and their consequences. This lesson is a beacon of truth that many wish they had grasped earlier. It underscores the idea that owning our choices is the foundation of a life lived with authenticity. Epictetus, born into slavery and later becoming a respected philosopher, conveyed a powerful message. He taught us that our greatest strength lies in our ability to choose our attitudes and actions, regardless of external circumstances. Understanding this profound insight reminds us that no matter our circumstances, we have the power to influence how we react to the world around us. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, echoed this message. He emphasized that our character is not determined by circumstances but rather by the sum of our choices. In a world where avoiding responsibility and seeking instant gratification have become all too common, taking personal responsibility emerges not only as a virtue of Stoicism but also as a source of spiritual strength and self-inspiration. Imagine you work in a company and have an important project to complete. During the process, you encounter difficulties and challenges. Instead of blaming external circumstances or others, you decide to take personal responsibility. You carefully examine your decisions and realize that some of your choices and decisions contributed to the current difficulties. Instead of blaming others, you ask yourself how to improve your work and find solutions to overcome the challenges. When you accept personal responsibility, you not only acknowledge mistakes but also learn from them. You can take the necessary steps to rectify the situation and successfully complete the project. This not only empowers you but also yields positive results and career development. In practice, accepting personal responsibility means acknowledging our role in both success and failure. It requires us to face the consequences of our actions with courage and a willingness to learn from them. Whether we apply this principle in our careers, relationships, or personal goals, taking responsibility helps us create positive change and personal growth. It is a powerful awareness that the key to the future lies entirely in our hands. Lesson 6: Value of Wisdom and Knowledge. Great Stoic philosophers from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca were truly avid learners and keen observers of life. They regarded wisdom as the highest virtue, a guiding light through the tumultuous sea of existence. Marcus Aurelius, in his work Meditations, constantly sought knowledge both about the world and his place in it. He viewed wisdom as a powerful tool for self-improvement and contributing to society. In today's era, information is readily available, but true wisdom is precious. The key emphasis of Stoic philosophy is the ability to discern information and engage in deep learning, which is becoming increasingly important. Applying this lesson in our lives encourages a mindset of readiness to explore and an insatiable desire for learning without bounds. This relates to finding joy in discovering new ideas and reflecting on our experiences. Imagine you are a nature enthusiast. Every morning, you often go out to the nearby park to relax and explore the world around you. One day, while sitting under a tree reading a book about plants, you come across a strange type of fruit you've never seen before. Curiosity piques, and you decide to research this fruit. You use your mobile phone to look up information about it and find a wealth of interesting knowledge. You learn the fruit's name, how it grows, and even how to use it in cooking. This inspires you to delve deeper into food and culinary arts. Thanks to your newfound knowledge about this fruit, you add an exciting ingredient to your family's meals and share your knowledge with friends. You've turned a gentle park experience into an opportunity for learning and sharing knowledge, showcasing your curious and eager-to-learn mindset. This is how you apply Stoic philosophy regarding wisdom and profound learning in your daily life. Whether we seek knowledge through books, nature, art, or conversation, every moment holds the potential for learning. Knowledge is not confined to the realm of intellect, it relates to applying what we learn to become better human beings. It's about using our understanding of the world to navigate life challenges gracefully and patiently. Stoic philosophers remind us that true wisdom is not just about what we know but also about how we live and the positive influence we bring to the world around us. Lesson 7: The Futility of Material Pursuits. In a world that often associates success with material wealth and social status, Stoicism philosophy brings a fresh perspective. From Stoic philosophy, we understand that true happiness and sustainability don't stem from accumulating wealth or fame but instead come from nurturing inner richness. This is a lesson that many people learn after years of relentless pursuit of material success. In the end, what they receive is the longed-for prosperity but with a sense of emptiness and void. Philosophers like Seneca and Epicurus, who followed Stoicism, understood the temporary nature of material possessions. They observed that wealth can be gained and lost, even the most extravagant possessions can't keep you safe from life's surprises and challenges. Seneca, who experienced both wealth and exile, stated that what is truly valuable is not owning many possessions but having few desires. In today's era, we are inundated with advertising and societal pressure to acquire more and stand out. Stoic principles of finding contentment in simplicity and self-sufficiency are becoming more important than ever. So the question arises, how do we apply these lessons to our daily lives? It begins by shifting our focus from external accumulation to inner growth. It's about finding joy in simple things, cherishing experiences over possessions, and measuring success not by what we own but by the quality of our character and relationships. It's realizing that while material wealth may bring temporary happiness, lasting satisfaction comes from inner peace, purpose, and connections with others. If you are someone with a high-paying job and a penchant for buying luxury items like expensive sports cars, living in lavish apartments, and being known as a celebrity, you have worked hard to achieve these goals. However, you begin to feel that not everything is as exciting as you imagined. You start to feel lonely and unfulfilled, and material possessions are no longer enough to make you happy. It's time for you to change your mindset and start focusing on personal development, building meaningful relationships, and simplifying your life. You will find joy in evenings with family and friends, in contributing to the community, and in exploring the wonders of philosophy and the soul. Lesson 8: Self-Discipline and Integrity. In a world full of temptations, Stoic philosophy calls us to a higher standard, urging us to become masters of ourselves. This mastery is not about restraint but about liberation. It's about practicing self-control and aligning our actions with our deepest values. Stoic philosophers are no strangers to life's challenges. They understand that lasting happiness doesn't lie in external fame or possessions but in nurturing inner virtues. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught us that freedom and contentment are achieved not by satisfying desires but by controlling them. In today's context, this lesson is more crucial than ever in the modern world, where you can easily be distracted and tempted with just a click. Situations with ethical ambiguity are common, and self-control and maintaining integrity become paramount. So how can we cultivate these virtues in our daily lives? Start by taking small actions and consistently practicing them. Every morning when the alarm clock rings, you rise from your comfortable bed, no matter how cozy it feels. Instead of tossing and turning and hitting the snooze button, you wake up, put on your running clothes, and step outside for the first steps of the new day. In the fresh morning air, you feel your freedom and self-control awakening. At breakfast, you face the choice between a nutritious meal with vegetables and a healthy beverage or a tempting and unhealthy meal. You choose nutrition and know that it reflects your values of health and self-care. And there are other decisions in daily life. You always put yourself in challenging situations where you have to make choices that align with your values, even when they are not the easy or popular path. In these moments, you are not only demonstrating mental control but also honesty with yourself. All these moments accumulate, building a life with strong spiritual strength, individuality, and responsiveness to the values you set. It's the journey of exercising control and aiming to become the best version of yourself, free from external influences and fueled by inner strength. Embracing self-control and integrity is not just about dreaming of the person you want to become, it's about taking daily steps to become that person. It's a journey towards becoming the best version of yourself, free from external constraints and driven by inner strength and virtues. Lesson 9: The Power of Perspective. The philosophy of Stoicism teaches us a profound lesson. It's not events that disturb us but rather how we understand and evaluate those events. Imagine two men trapped in a rainstorm. One curses the rain, while the other enjoys the soothing sound of the raindrops. This simple situation illustrates the power of personal perspective. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus emphasized that we have the ability to choose our perspective. What matters is not what happens to you but how you react to it that truly matters. In today's world filled with unforeseen challenges and rapid change, the ability to change our perspective is not only valuable but essential for maintaining mental calm and resilience. So how can we harness this power in our daily lives? It all begins with a pause. When faced with a challenge, take a moment to ask yourself if there's another way to look at the situation. Like a photographer searching for the best angle for a perfect picture, we can also seek a stronger perspective. Imagine you work at a company, and you suddenly receive a pay cut. Initially, you might feel angry and disappointed about the situation. However, if you apply Stoic philosophy, you can choose a different perspective. Instead of seeing it as a failure, you can view it as an opportunity to reevaluate your personal finances and find smarter ways to save and invest. In this way, you not only reduce stress and anger but also turn a challenging situation into a learning and growth opportunity. In general, Stoicism teaches us that how we understand and evaluate events is within our control. By choosing a positive and strong perspective, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. It's a timeless wisdom that reminds us that we hold the power to shape our own reality. Lesson 10: The Strength in Forgiveness. In a life full of changes, many people understand one thing: it may be too late to realize that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it is a profound manifestation of strength and a path to inner peace. The Stoic philosophers, the wise philosophers of their time, understood the corrosive effects of anger and resentment on the soul. Philosophers like Epictetus emphasized the importance of letting go of grudges, not necessarily for the benefit of others but primarily for our own mental well-being. Marcus Aurelius, one of the outstanding Stoic philosophers, once remarked, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In the modern world where grievances can be held for a long time and forgiveness is sometimes misunderstood as surrender, Stoic philosophy about forgiveness shines as a guiding light of wise self-interest and psychological maturity. Imagine you had promised to meet a friend on a specific evening. However, you find yourself in an emergency situation and cannot fulfill that promise. Your friend is very disappointed and expresses anger. Instead of reacting by holding on to anger or feeling guilty, you remain calm, acknowledge your mistake, and apologize to your friend. You understand that everyone can face emergency situations, and you had no intention to harm anyone. You decide to resolve the situation calmly and find another time to meet your friend. This helps you maintain a good relationship with your friend and prevents anger from dominating your emotions. Mastering forgiveness in daily life requires the awareness that every person, including ourselves, can make mistakes and is capable of erring. It is the understanding that forgiveness is the key to liberating ourselves from the bondage of grudges, allowing us to move forward in life. Whether it's forgiving a friend who has wronged us, a colleague who made a mistake, or even forgiving ourselves for our own mistakes, each act of forgiveness enhances our character and deepens our capacity for empathy and understanding. Stoicism is a timeless philosophy that offers important lessons that can improve your life, helping you face life's challenges in a balanced and fulfilling way. The 10 lessons above not only help you overcome difficulties in life but also help you live a more meaningful life. Try applying them to your daily life and share your thoughts on the lessons that resonated with you the most and how they have changed your life in the comments section below. If you feel this article is useful, please like, share, and subscribe to continue to receive more knowledge and develop the Stoic spirit together. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.